Hey everybody, this is Erin from Morehouse Farm, and today we're going to talk about brioche stitches. What if I just drop one in the middle of the row and it ends up looking like this? Yikes. Okay, so first thing we need to do is think about catching this brown one because we don't want it to run any farther. That was the one that we dropped. So just catch it so you can think about what needs to happen next. And since it's the brown stitch and it's a knit on this side, it's probably going to be a little easier to see, even if that's not the way you're working. Notice my purple yarn is over here. Your yarn always comes from the right when you're working, so I was midway through a row going this way working on the purple ones when this happened. Okay, so first things first, got to see where we are. I'm going to suggest you switch it to the knit side just because that'll be easier to see. And what we need to remember is that because it's alternating everything with brioche, this stitch was one that we knit, which means this one here had to have a yarn over and this one had to have a yarn over. So you need to preserve the yarn overs. So wrap that one to the back, wrap that one also. Okay, and it looks like we just knit this one, come in the other direction. So we'll take a minute and look at it from the other side. All right, so this yarn over is intact. That's going to be the important part to start with. And then we know that this stitch can't just be knit. There should have been a yarn over with it. And that's going to be this purple one. See how there's two of them? Oops, let me reposition that. See how there's two purple cushions right next to each other? We need one to go along with this stitch, so I'm going to pick it up. All right, now is that necessarily the way I want it to go? No, that's kind of a tangle. But at least I can see what I want. I want this brown stitch and I want this purple yarn over. So I can just pull the needle out, reposition them, and that is where I want to knit this, just like I would have knitted on the way by. So I'll pull this yarn over yarn, right? It's preserving the yarn over the purple stitch on the right side, and I'm gonna pull this through both of those. I can use my other needle as a helper. All right, so that one's back. That one's okay now. Then I gotta figure out what the heck's going on this side, especially since I just dropped this purple stitch. So I'm gonna pick it up so it doesn't do anything else while I'm waiting to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna turn this around and see, does this make sense? So when I was coming by on this side with my working on the purple, I did the brioche knit. Now I've got the purple with the purple creating the yarn over. All right, and it looks like inadvertently I just picked up this purple one and the brown is in the right spot. So I'm actually okay here. And I think that's an important thing to recognize too, as we get really worried and think, oh my God, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, but it might not be. So just take a look and understand where you are, catch the yarn or catch the drop stitch so it doesn't go any further, and then just take a moment to think about it. So here I can see I've got my purples in the knit row all the way up, and then each one has the brioche bridge behind it. So that actually looks just like it should. It's a little loose because it got pulled apart, but that's okay. So I'm going to move the yarn forward to do the yarn over, and then I'm going to knit this next one. I'm going to move the yarn forward, do my yarn over, knit this next one, and then drop that, slip the last stitch. And this little guy, even though we had a near mishap, right, it's all going to come out in the wash. So I can tug and pull on this a little bit to try and even it out now. Or really, I don't want to worry about it because when I go block this baby, it's going to turn out just fine. All right, happy knitting from Morehouse Farm.